killed at least 22 people. The death toll from an Israeli airstrike in Beirut has risen to at least 31. And testimony resumes Monday in the Coast Guard investigation into last year's expedition to the Titanic, an expedition that resulted in a death of 5 people. Sports, the Mets host Philadelphia later this afternoon. Yankees are in Oakland tonight. Soccer, NYCFC hosting Miami today. Red Bulls host Atlanta tonight. Wins News Time, 12:01. That's time for traffic and transit. And good afternoon to Andre Farrow.
Hey there, bud. Let's go to the crossings. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound George, looking at a solid 40 minutes. Eastbound 46, very busy through Fort Lee as well. And the outbound delays go back to the Bronx River Parkway. Bumper-to-bumper action there all the way to the Alex, so you know the deal. It's going to take some time. The Tri-Borough Bridge heading towards the Harlem River Drive is all backed up. The Manhattan span there, you have delays that go all the way back into Queens almost. And if you're going to use that northbound FDR from 72nd Street up to the Harlem River Drive, very busy. I would go the West Side Highway, although we do have some road work right around 42nd Street that's going to slow you down. Also, you should use the outbound Lincoln over the outbound Holland. You'll save some time, especially inbound, because the Holland Tunnel is dealing with the delays on the Pulaski Skyway, and eastbound 139 is stacked through Jersey City. Still seeing some big delays on the northbound Garden State Parkway heading up towards that area of exit 166 as you make your way up towards Woodcliff Lake. Seeing big delays on the eastbound Southern State Parkway right by the Wantagh. And yes, that closure still out there on Sunrise Highway between Massapequa and Seaford, all due to an earlier crash investigation over by Hicksville Road. You want to go with Merrick Road to avoid that delay. This report was sponsored by the Bronx's only Honda dealer, Bronx Honda on East Tremont. Go electric with the all-new Honda Prologue at Bronx Honda. You could qualify to up to $7,500 EV credit. Visit 2541 East Tremont or BronxHonda.com and take advantage of this incredible offer. The future is now. Next report, 12:11. Andre Farrow, 1010 wins, 92.3 FM.
A fatal police-involved shooting in Massapequa Park on Long Island after a chase that began in Queens last night. Here's 1010 Wins reporter Carol Dioria.
Shootings in Massapequa are rare, but it did happen Saturday night sometime after 11 p.m. Nassau County Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder said the police shot and killed a man after a chase. He said the suspect was reckless.
He jumped on to go oncoming traffic on Sunrise Highway. He's ramming police cars. He's ramming civilian cars. And he lost control of his own vehicle over here on Hicksville Road.
Commissioner Ryder said it began with a police chase by the NYPD in the 113 precinct in Queens. Then Nassau police became involved, and there were several injuries.
One of the officers is physically injured from being struck by the vehicle. The other 2 officers at the original scene, they are also injured from diving out of the way of the vehicle.
The suspect was shot and killed at the entrance to a Walgreens parking lot. Carol Dioria, 1010 Wins, at 92.3 FM in Massapequa, Long Island.
Wins News Time, 12:03. Gun violence in the overnight hours in the Greenpoint section of Brooklyn. Police say 6 people were wounded just after 2 a.m. 1 person is in critical but stable condition. The other 5, authorities say, have non-life-threatening injuries. Police are searching for 2 male suspects. The family of Gregory Delpeche is demanding the firing of 2 NYPD officers who opened fire at a subway station last Sunday. 49-year-old Delpeche was an innocent bystander and was hit in the head with a stray bullet. He's in critical condition. This comes after the family viewed body cam footage of the incident.
I'm shot! You ready? Put it down! Put it down! Put it down! Shot fired!
NYPD has said that officers fired at the suspect, Darrell Mickles, after he charged at one of them at a subway station in Brownsville last Sunday afternoon. Footage uploaded to the NYPD YouTube page Friday indicates that Mickles was standing still, his arms at his side, and his back was to the train. And Mayor Adams issued a statement saying, in part, while this matter remains under investigation, the NYPD's initial review found that this shooting took place after the suspect involved brandished a dangerous weapon and put officers' lives at risk. While the formal review continues, and out of respect for that process, I will avoid commenting any further. Wins News Time, 12:05. A fatal stabbing inside a College Point, Queens apartment. Sources tell 1010 Wins it involved a husband and wife. Police say they responded to a 911 call just before midnight last night. They found 76-year-old Quen Tat Ho with multiple stab wounds. He later died at the hospital. Under arrest is a 74-year-old woman, Lai Chun Ho. She's facing murder charges. Police say the stabbing occurred inside their apartment. On the campaign trail today
in Atlanta, the vice president focusing on reproductive rights.
One does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government should not be telling her what to do.
Former President Trump will be in North Carolina today as scandal swirls around the Republican candidate for North Carolina, Governor Mark Robinson.
And that report comes to us from correspondent Johnny Fernandez. CNN is reporting that Robinson made a series of racist and inflammatory comments on a pornography website message board years ago. Robinson has denied making the comments. Quick check of AccuWeather. We have a high rip current risk along the south shore of Long Island and at the Jersey Shore. A risk of coastal flooding through tomorrow near times of high tide. This afternoon for our area, sunshine, some clouds, breezy and pleasant. Spotty shower over far eastern Long Island and a high of 77. Nice night tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, low near 60. Intervals of clouds and sun and breezy tomorrow, high of 74. Monday, clouds, some sunshine, a bit cool, high near 70, and a bit cooler on Tuesday with clouds and limited sun, high of 67, and there could be a shower Tuesday night. Wins News Time, 12:06. There are new details in the Secret Service investigation into security lapses ahead of the July 13th assassination attempt on former President Trump in Pennsylvania.
A disturbing new internal report from the Secret Service about the Butler assassination attempt against former President Trump, revealing, quote, multiple operation and communication failures. The damning assessment also concluding, quote, a lack of diligence by agency personnel. A stunning admission. Among the most glaring failures, the Secret Service did not have proper coordination with local police. They never came up with a plan to secure that roof, which had a direct line of sight to where former President Trump was speaking.
It's correspondent Pierre Thomas. We are about to begin Climate Week, New York City, and the United National General Assembly, UN General Assembly, that is putting special attention on money needed to help poorer countries move away from gas, oil, and coal to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. Other UN summits in the near future include a session about the threat of rising seas. Now to the wars in the Middle East. The Gaza Health Ministry reports that an Israeli airstrike on a school in northern Gaza killed at least 22 people. The IDF says the bombs hit a Hamas command and control center embedded inside a site that was previously used as a school. Meanwhile, in the Israeli-Hezbollah war, the death toll in an Israeli airstrike in Beirut has risen to at least 31 people. Israel says it killed a senior Hezbollah military official in the airstrike. This is U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan.
That individual has American blood on his hands and has a rewards for justice price on his head. And he is somebody who the United States promised long ago we would do everything we could to see brought to justice.
3 children and 7 women were reportedly killed in the attack. Right now, nice day. We have 71 degrees in lower Manhattan, heading up to a high of 77, pleasant. Some breezy day today, perhaps a spotty shower, but all the way far eastern Long Island. Wins News Time, 12:09.
Thinking it's time to replace those old, worn-out windows in your house? Susan Richard here with this message from Renewal by Andersen, the full-service replacement window division of Andersen. Common signs that your wood or vinyl windows need to be replaced include drafts, fog between the glass, difficulty opening or closing the windows, and leaks. Renewal by Andersen windows are made of Fibrex material. They're 2 times stronger than vinyl and aren't going to give you trouble when exposed to extreme hot and cold temperatures. Plus, Renewal by Andersen manages the entire job, so you don't have to deal with multiple salespeople, manufacturers, and some unreliable contractor. And now through September 30th, they've got a great deal. Buy 1 window, patio door, or entry.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this quick snippet of today's news. We'll see you on the next episode.